Now, in honor of Holocaust Remembrance Day, for the first time ever, the unique, personal, and heart-wrenching story of a 13-year-old Hungarian Jewish girl living through the Holocaust is being given the social media treatment. This, as the true diary-recorded accounts of Eva Heymann, is now being reenacted and uploaded piece by piece to Instagram at the account eva.stories.
The reason for the idea is how can you tell a story that happened in the first half of the former century, last century. How can you make this story relatable and relevant for children today?
I think kids are going to be able to really relate to her in a lot of ways. She deals with a lot of modern problems that kids in 2019 deal with. For example, her parents are divorced. She lives with her grandparents. There's a boy that she likes that's not paying attention to her. She wants to be a famous journalist when she gets older. So there's a lot of relatability that I think young kids will really feel and relate to. And hopefully this continues as her journey becomes more difficult and as she starts to experience some of the more horrific parts of the story.
And if you've been watching, you'd know that the harrowing story thus far has shown us a happy and carefree young girl slowly being stripped of her humanity, her family, friends, and life. In fact, as of this morning, young Eva and her remaining family members have already been occupied by the Germans, shipped off to the ghetto, and then loaded onto the trains headed for the death camps.
It's startling to watch it on Instagram just because you know stories about the Holocaust and you know what happened there, but then to see it on Instagram completely breaks the idea of what the medium has traditionally been in the past. So I would say that I was a little bit taken aback by it.
But unfortunately, as we know today, Eva's story is not all that unique, as over 568,000 Jews from Hungary alone were exterminated by the Nazis out of the well over 6 million Jews who were murdered in total. And that's of course not mentioning the other 9 million non-Jewish victims of the Nazi regime. Though again, only the Jews were singled out as the primary targets in Hitler's so-called final solution.
כשהגרמנים נכנסו ללוד, אני הייתי בת 12 וחודשיים. הגעתי עם אמא, עם כולם שם, לאושוויץ, ושם הפרידו בינינו. ואני פגשתי שם גבר שבא לתקן את הגג, ואני לא אשכח אותו. אני שאלתי אותו, תגיד, לקחו ממני את אמא שלי שבאתי, איפה היא? הוא לקח אותי בכתפיים, סובב אותי איפה שהייתה ערובה ואמר שם היא בעשן.